fine ang mangyayari. Walang kulong. Na walang kulong, walang charge, na walang criminal record.
Ang mga kasong tinatalakay sa palabas na ito na tapot hango at may pagkakahalintulad sa mga totoong pangyayari ay pawang mga halimbawa lamang at hindi tumutukoy sa isang aktwal na kaso. Ang mga talakayan dito ay magsisilbi lamang ng gabay at hindi dapat tratuhin na isang legally binding na payo. Kung nais niyong humingi ng personal na payong legal, maaaring makipag-ugnayan ng personal sa isang kwalipikadong legal practitioner. The cases discussed in this show, although based on and similar to real events, are only examples and do not refer to an actual case. The discussions herein are for guidance only and should not be treated as legally binding advice. If you wish to seek personal legal advice, you may consult a qualified legal practitioner. Magandang araw mga kababayan. Welcome sa panibagong episode ng Buhay at Batas sa Canada. Ako ang inyong host, ako ang inyong Kuya Jason. Alam ko medyo matagal tayong nagbakasyon, medyo matagal tayong walang video, pero ngayon nagbabalik muli ang inyong Buhay at Batas sa Canada. At ang topic natin sa video ito ay, kung ikaw ay isang Pinoy, ano ang iyong gagawin kapag na-involve ka sa isang traffic incident dito sa Canada? Yan ang ating pag-uusapan ngayon dito sa Buhay at Batas sa Canada. So yun mga kababayan, nagbabalik, kasama na naman natin muli si Attorney George Carvida ng Carvida Law Office. Ayun. At yun nga, nasabi ko kanina, pag-uusapan natin ngayon kung anong gagawin. Kunwari, kasi ito hindi ko alam itong gagawin dito kasi hindi ako nagda-drive. So I really don't know anything about these topics. Kaya magtatanong tayo kay Attorney. Pero I'm sure marami na sa mga kababayan natin ang na-involve sa ganito, yung ma-involve kasi isang traffic incident. Diba? Ranging from minor one siguro hanggang sa major. At kung ikaw ay isang Filipino immigrant dito at na-involve ka sa isang traffic incident, ano ang gagawin, Attorney?
Okay. So, minor traffic offenses, no? For example, pag maligalig ka magmaneho, alright? So, panay yung weave mo sa traffic, unnecessary cutting, yon. Pwede kang pag nasita ka, pwede kang mahuli ng careless driving. Okay? Careless driving, medyo okay, ano yan, fine and demerit.
Okay.
Alright? Usually, yung mga yan, demerit system na yan, pagka nagkaroon ka ng 7 demerits in a year, your license may be suspended. Yun. Now, yung demerit system na yan, under the Highway Traffic Act. Okay? So, speeding, no? Speeding, iba yung over 20, over 30. Pagka over 40 yata, stunt driving na. Okay. Now, yung mga not stopping sa crosswalk, yan. Kasi syempre yung mga school zone 40, usually hanggang 40 lang talaga yan.
Okay.
40 clicks, 40 kilometers per hour. Tapos pag hindi ka huminto sa crosswalk, may stop sign na yung crossing guard o wala. Yan, pati yung tinatawag na failure to stop sa stop sign. Yan yung mga always stops, no? Pagka nahuli ka, usually may mga pulis kung walang masyadong ginagawa, nakatambay diyan, naghahanap ng failure to stop.
So ito yung mga minor na incidents.
Minor yan, mga minor.
You can just take care of it on your own.
You can pay the fine or you can
fight it off.
Dispute in court. Diba? If you have a reasonable defense. No?
Pero ito naman, generally, you can just do it on your own, di ba, attorney?
Oo, usually hindi mo kailangan ng
Sabihin
lawyer.
naman sa'yo kung saan ka pupunta, anong gagawin.
Yes. Tapos pag binayaran mo, fine, you can pay it online. Pagka dinispute mo naman, meron kang ano tawag doon? Meron kang court date. Pupunta ka sa court. Now, yung iba talagang dinidispute pa nila on the hope na hindi a-attend yung
aggrieved party or something.
Yung police. Right. So kung wala yung police, edi walang witness, i-dismiss ng judge yung kaso.
So in your opinion, attorney, should you fight it kung kunwari minor incident?
Minor incident lang and you have time, no? You can fight it. So if you don't have the time, yun yung well, then either you pay, di ba? Kasi wala ka ng panahon. Now, kung yun nga lang, yung mga demerits na yan will be in your driver's abstract na tinatawag. Yung driver's abstract, yun yung record mo.
I see.
Record of
For
driving.
the rest of your life na yun.
Usually, after 1 year nga na mabubura uli yan, clean record ka uli. No? Yun ang mangyayari. Yung driver's abstract kasi ginagamit yan ng mga employer, no? Kung nag-employ sila ng driver. Ito yung record mo rin kung school bus driver, pati yata Uber, I don't know, but don't quote me on that. Pero kung nilabanan mo yung tapos
hindi mo, tapos na-dismiss,
wala yun. Drop na yung case mo.
Walang demerit, no nothing.
No nothing. Yun.
At what point sa hierarchy ng incidents would you need a lawyer?
Usually yan, kung mga stunt driving, dangerous driving, no, ang fine kasi niyan is about $2,000 eh. Yung stunt driving, yung overspeeding na tinatawag. No? Sa highway kasi ang maximum speed limit dito sa Ontario, it's either 100 or 110. May mga specific sections yan ng highway. If you go 10 over, medyo okay pa. 10 over the speed limit, 10 kilometers over, no? If you go 20 over, nahuli ka, yan, may fine na yan. Usually fine lang yan. Ang mahirap, pagka nahinto ka, meron kang traffic violation, kunwari, and then, the officer pulls you over and suspects, no? Naamoy yung driver ng alcohol or hindi lang alcohol kundi drugs. Yan, meron siya ngayong meron siyang reason ngayon to ask you if you have kung uminom ka o hindi. Now, pag sinabi mong yes, tatanungin ngayon kung ilan. Tapos usually an SOP, the officer will ask you to step outside and then breathalyzer test bibigyan ka. Now, ang maximum ang kailangan hindi lalagpas ng 0.8 ang alcohol. If it's above 0.8, yun na. Drunk driving na yan. Now, and drunk driving is not a highway traffic act. It is under the Criminal Code of Canada na. Iyon. Yan, lalo na yan, kailangan mo ng lawyer. Kasi criminal charge na yan. Dangerous operation while under the DUI. Okay, dangerous operation under the influence, driving under influence, DUI. Yon. Now, pagka mayroon pang limit yan, may grading yan eh.
Oo.
Mataas yung alcohol content, they will ask for the maximum.
Oo. Ano naman
Right?
ang maximum?
Okay, usually yan may jail time. No? Well, unang-una pagka on the spot na over the alcohol limit, no? Suspended ang license mo kagad for I think at least 7 days. Tapos impounded yung sasakyan mo. Ganon. And then they will see you in court. They will charge you. Now, pagdating sa court, yun nga, if they ask for the maximum, there is a corresponding jail time. Tapos, may requirement pa that you will undergo pwedeng counseling on alcohol, no? Or depending maraming mga pwedeng penalties yan. Tapos they may require, definitely merong suspension ng ng license. Tapos if you get your license back, you cannot still drive. They will require an alcohol emission test installed in the car. Ibig sabihin, you cannot start the car unless you have zero alcohol.
So, yung recourse mo na lang doon is to get an attorney, and is there a possibility na
i-lower
yung
Yes. So, mangyayari pa nito kasi, isa pang penalty, if you're a convicted drunk driver, no? Baka hindi ka papapasukin sa States.
I see.
The border. Kasi nga, it's a criminal offense.
Okay.
And Canada Criminal Code.
So, ito ay yung sa driving under the influence, no?
Yan.
What if you're involved in a vehicular collision naman?
Teka, meron pang isa, no?
Meron pa.
Alright, now, usually, pagka driving under the influence, tapos yung alcohol nga mataas, you really have to get a lawyer, no? And then, kakausapin ng Crown para mag-settle kayo. Lower. You can plead guilty to a lower charge. So, instead of under the Criminal Code of Canada, pwedeng sabihin ngayon sa sa Crown prosecutor, pabain na lang, wag na lang criminal case, wag na lang Criminal Code of Canada, kung hindi under the Highway Traffic Act na lang. Which is fine. Fine ang mangyayari, walang kulong. Walang kulong, walang charge, walang criminal record.
I see.
Right? So, pwedeng sabihin dangerous operation na lang, pero dahil nga inamin na nakainom, pwedeng i-require pa rin na yung they cannot drive. Tapos pwedeng i-require yung ikabit yung breathalyzer equipment doon sa car. Siyempre, kukunin yun sa authorized rin. Authorized.
Hindi mo siya ma-start kung hindi ka mag-breathalyzer.
Oo, ganun yun. Yun. So, at least, bayad ka ng fine kesa may criminal
record.
Criminal record ka. Now, if it involves vehicular accident. Well, dito sa Canada, meron tayong tinatawag na no-fault insurance. Alright, kapag nagkabanggaan, may damage, usually yan, insurance ang sasagot na yan. So, you park at the side, and then both parties, they exchange information including insurance, no? Tapos, minsan, kung malaking damage, you will have to go to the, meron tinatawag tayong collision center. So, in speaking ngayon niya, andun yung collision center, may mga pulis doon na gagawa ng report, no, yung accident report, tapos andun na rin yung mga insurance representatives doon sa collision center. So tatanungin, ano insurance mo, ganyan. So they will take care of it. Sila magdedemandahan.
Medyo familiar din ako sa collision centers kasi nag-work din ako sa towing for a while. So we used to call the collision centers for ngayon, what if it involves, sa kasamaang palad, if may
injury.
Oo, injury or death.
Oo, yun. Yun ang, siyempre, the police will be involved. Titignan mo na yung investigation, etc. Now, the most important thing pagka ganyan is that the driver should not leave the scene. Oo, kasi additional charge yan. If under during the investigation it was found out that there's negligence or on the part of the driver, no, tapos umalis pa, leaving the scene, that's sa atin parang yun ang tatawag na aggravating, kasi dapat obligation of every driver is to stay on the scene in case of any accident. Yun.
Hindi ko natatanungin kung bakit yung iba they leave the scene.
Yung iba dahil siguro akala nila makakalusot sila.
Walang nakakita, gano'n.
Walang nakakita. Well, we got street cameras as well. Diba? Lalo na kung kunwari may roadside camera din eh. Nag-beat ng red light, biglang may na kasamang palad, may na sugatan, di ba? Ganon. Now, ang mangyayari nun, kung namatay, okay, dangerous operation yun. A vehicle is considered a weapon. So, kasi syempre ilang 1 ton yung the weight of the car is already what? Di ba? 1 ton, tapos speeding at a rate of it's like a weapon din.
So is there a possibility na ma-charge ka rin ng like manslaughter or something? I don't know. I'm just asking.
Ang manslaughter is dito sa Canada, sa states lang ang manslaughter.
I see. Okay.
Dito yun, criminal negligence causing death. Yun, no? Now if it is ruled an accident, then it is an accident, kasalanan ng tumawid. Diba, yung mga ganon, may mga ganon. So usually ang magdi-defend sa driver niyan yung insurance. The insurance now will get a lawyer for the driver.
So kung iisipin natin, the worst possible scenario is ma-charge ka ng dangerous operation of a vehicle causing death, parang ganon. Ganon. Nothing worse than that.
Yeah, tapos yun, it's a criminal charge too. Tapos aggravating pa kung if you left the scene.
Okay.
Ganun yun.
Dami kong natutunan, attorney, kahit di ako nagda-drive. Is there anything you want to add o maipapayo man lang sa mga kababayan natin tungkol sa usapin ng traffic incident, kanon?
Okay, kasi on record no?
Sige, ano na lang, tayo na lang. I mean,
usually, just
like friendly advice, gano'n.
Friendly advice when you're driving. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're the best driver, You have had all the experience, Kaya nga, tawag accident eh. See? Because it's you cannot avoid that. But you can be aware of how people are driving around you. So you drive accordingly to the conditions. You can control yourself, you can control your vehicle, pero you cannot control the other people who are drivers around you. Diba? Some are new drivers, right? They're driving mabagal, okay. Tapos new driver, or some are just stupid drivers. Iyon. Tapos yung bigla nilang kakat or walang signal, parang So you cannot control the actions of others, you can only control yourself. So always be aware of any situation of the conditions on the road. Like pag nag-snow, you definitely don't drive fast. Yan ang yan ang tinatawag na madali ang fender bender kaganyan. You cannot see the lines on the road. So minsan, tapos minsan na may mga tawag doon, mga road rage drivers sometimes,
Mga mainitin ng ulo talaga.
Ang ulo, oo. Parang sa Pilipinas, buti na lang dito, not everybody carry guns.
Tama.
Diba? Otherwise, pero yung mga away sa daan, parking is also one. Even, Christmas Day, may nag-aaway dahil sa parking. So be as much as possible, kalmado lang with driving. Alright? Tapos one more thing, pagka yung nagmamaneho kasama yung misis, at yung misis, inaaway yung driver, huwag niyo pong awayin ang driver. That's on a personal...
Parang nakaka-relate ka dun.
Diba?
Pero mga kababayan, just disclaimer lang. Nandito naman sa ibang parts ng videos natin, makikita niyo yung disclaimer na what we talk about here does not constitute legal advice na pwede niyong gamitin sa korte or anything. We're just conversing, giving you insight, sana makatulong, give you education and the like. Pero disclaimer, does not constitute legal advice.
So kung gusto niyo ng legal advice, syempre pupunta kayo sa lawyer. Huwag kayo pupunta kay Marites. Minsan kasi
pupunta sa lawyer, saan kayo mapupuntahan, attorney?
Dito ako sa what they call Little Manila, sa corner ng Bathurst Street and Wilson Avenue in North York. Formerly North York. It's also part of Toronto now. So I'm on the 3rd floor. You can see my website as well. Just search my name and you can find it sa Google.
Kilala siya doon sa corner na yun. Just ask around.
Hindi naman, yeah. So yun lang. At and then if you need legal advice ka, go to a professional. Go to a lawyer. Yan ang legal advice eh. You don't go to the hardware store for that.
O yung kumpare yung nagmamagaling sa social media.
Right.
Okay, maraming salamat, attorney, at isa na namang very educational na talastasan na nangyari tonight. So yun, maraming salamat mga kababayan, at kung nagustuhan niyo yung mga ganitong topic, subscribe na kayo. Hindi pa kayo subscribe, like, comment, share. I-share niyo sa mga kaibigan niyo na sa tingin niyo makakatulong sa kanila yung pag-usapan namin tonight. Thank you, attorney.
No problem.
At yan ang ating naging napakagandang usapan dito sa Buhay at Batas sa Canada. Kung gusto niyo ng mga ganitong content, mangyari lamang ay mag-like, mag-share, mag-subscribe, at mag-click na rin ng notification bell para lalong lumago ang ating programa at makapag-silbi sa ating mga kababayan dito sa Canada. At muli, ito ang Buhay at Batas sa Canada at aking yung host, Kuya Jason, na nagsasabi na sa hamon ng buhay, laban lang. Ang mga kasong tinatalakay sa palabas na ito na tapwat hango at may pagkakahalintulad sa mga totoong pangyayari ay pawang mga halimbawa lamang at hindi tumutukoy sa isang aktwal na kaso. Ang mga talakayan dito ay magsisilbi lamang ng gabay at hindi dapat tratuhin na isang legally binding na payo. Kung nais niyong humingi ng personal na payong legal, maaaring makipag-ugnayan ng personal sa isang kwalipikadong legal practitioner. The cases discussed in this show, although based on and similar to real events, are only examples and do not refer to an actual case. The discussions herein are for guidance only and should not be treated as legally binding advice. If you wish to seek personal legal advice, you may consult a qualified legal practitioner.